It's the right side to start with. Hey folks, how's it going? It's Wednesday, Stardew Valley with Jeffrey and Lisa. No Nick's today. Nick's had a long day at work. She had to drive for 2.5 hours to get to this one office for a meeting, and then had the meeting and drive home for 2.5 hours again.
That's 5 hours in car.
Yeah, and the meeting was for 5 hours with a lunch break in the middle.
That's 10 hours of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No fun, so yeah, gone home and just gonna chill, which is fair enough. Probably sleep as well. There's probably could be some sleep in there.
I would do that too.
Oh yeah, driving takes it out of me. I'm like fully energetic and awake during the driving, and then I just get home, out the car, and yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
The worst I have to do for work is but most of the offices I'm responsible for, because I do like IT support. I'm responsible for 4 sites near me. So the site I actually work in, the office, and then there's 3 other sites, about half an hour drive, and those 3 are like 2 minutes from each other. So I can drive for half an hour and get to the other 3, which is okay. But then we've got 1, 2, 3 sites on the south coast of England, which takes me about 2.5 hours to get to.
Yes.
And then we've got another site across, because the 3 sites are south east of England. And we've got a site which is more directly south, which is about another half an hour from those 3 sites. And then we've got a site in Cornwall, which is the furthest far west of England. So that little tail, when you look at a map of England, there's a little tail in the southwest. That's Cornwall, and we've got an office right in that little tail, and that's 4 hours to get to. Thankfully, you don't have to go there very often. Last time,
I understand.
yeah, we've got a guy who works down there, but he sometimes needs help, and we need to help him do things. His main job is not like IT, but his main job's like operations, like make sure all the plants are okay, and he just fixes computers on the side. So yeah, it can be a lot of driving. But thankfully, I'm not doing too much at the moment.
What OS is your job in? Like, do the people use?
Heb jij nog steeds mobiel?
Say again, Jeffrey.
What at work? Where do you have to do your work in Linux, Windows?
Oh, all in Windows. We do. There is some Linux in that Cornwall site. So the one in the southwest, there is Linux there, but it's only like 1 server. But everything else is Windows, and the only like the management team, like the board of directors, they have Mac. So they've all got a MacBook.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah. So
I don't like people who use Apple who don't use it as a, how do you say, typewriter and Facebook machine, you know?
Yeah.
Only because it's expensive and it looks a bit fancy, but...
Yeah. That seems to be mainly what it's like. Well, they earn a lot of money. They can ask for the most expensive stuff.
Yeah, but they don't really need it, you know?
No. You could give them something pretty cheap. Not to say they don't work hard. They obviously do a lot of working, but it's not computer intense work. It's not like you need a big powerful computer.
I mean, I get you see a lot of Macs in the advertising companies where they design the advertisements and make the movies. I mean, that I understand.
Oh yeah, yeah. They don't really do a lot of work sort of on the Macs that warrant the power or the system. So yeah, they could get away with like something that's half the price, but they just like the Macs.
At least. Yeah, at my father's work, everyone has Windows
Hmm.
because the IT people say it's just too much hassle to have all the systems working on two OSs.
Yeah.
But in his work as a photographer, he does his photoshopping and stuff. He does Mac,
Okay.
and I use it for music, and then now I'm on Windows,
Hmm.
and I still have Linux somewhere, but
Yeah.
I don't really use it.
Now I've got my father's old computer, his old gaming computer. I've converted to Linux.
Which one?
I'm currently trying out POP, so POP, because I saw a video on it saying how friendly it is. I thought, okay, well, I'll try that.
I just got boarding old Ubuntu.
Okay, I think it's built on Ubuntu, but I think that it uses the Ubuntu kind of kernel as a base, and they built this extra interface on top.
Yeah, there's a lot of I don't know how to call it, incest
Yeah,
in Linux with family trees and.
yeah. It's all comes back to a certain roots, I suppose.
I once saw the whole family of Linux, and it literally looked like the human nerve system. It was so much.
Hmm.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, I suppose it goes to anything with computers, like especially software. That it's kind of the rule, like the golden rule advice that if someone's already done it and it works for you, there's no point remaking it. Like sort of, it's kind of not reinventing a wheel. You have a wheel, it does the job, but then maybe you want to improve it, so you just take it and make it better. But you don't start from the ground up again. That's generally that. So if the basic parts work, you just kind of take that and put your stuff on top.
Have you ever seen Hannah Montana OS?
No.
It's like this Linux version based on. Made by a. I hope it's a fan, or otherwise it's ironic, but the whole design and interface are based on Hannah Montana designs. I did the last plans of Nick Watering.
Oh, thank you.
One of them is dead, I see.
Yeah, that probably just needs putting up then.
Nah, I'll just leave it there. So
Okay.
if you leave dead plants, then the soil stays too, and it saves you when you want to.
Okay.
How do you say? Plant next
Right.
year.
Yeah.
5 iron bars per, toch?
Mhm.
Oké, kun je wat dingen mee maken? Sorry voor de non-English.
That's okay.
Kan het morgen? Ik kan het morgen.
Ja. Nee, ja, ik kan het niet morgen.
Ooh, look, it's a green rug.
Hoeveel, ik ga jouw furnaces gebruiken dan maar. Dan kan het morgen. Again, very sorry. Dutch is easier for me.
Oh, of course.
But weirdly not written.
Okay.
Why? I don't know.
Is it sort of does Dutch have a certain grammar that
Yeah. It has a lot of rules, but no real, how do you say, logic.
right, okay. I suppose
Toch?
English kind of has that, but you can ignore most of it and it still works. It just means if people are very particular about getting it right, they go, "Oh, that's not quite right." And you go, well, it still makes sense.
You know, like French and
Oh yeah,
Spanish, they have like how do you say the? You know, the cat, the dog. What's that word called? The THE. That's the name.
um, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that kind of word you always put in front of another word. The car, the dog, the
Yeah.
woman, the man.
Yeah, that's all gendered, isn't it? So in French, you
And
have
in
to.
most languages, it's gendered in Spanish and French, but we have two too.
Okay.
But ours aren't gendered. Ours are just, you know, we use two. It depends on the word, and there's no real logic why it's the cat and het konijn, and there's no gender behind it.
Okay.
We just use it.
Yeah.
That's not where I make most mistakes, but a lot of words that sounds the same, but when it's like past tense, it still sounds the same, but you write it differently.
Ah.
Then a D and a T sound the same, but sometimes they don't. But still, our letters most of the time sound like they sound. It's not as bad as English. And then any letter can sound like anything
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. I suppose the main kind of modifier is that the having an e on the end of a word changes the way the vowel sounds.
Yeah, our language most of the time is fairly like what you see is how
Yeah.
you pronounce it
Yeah.
most of the time.
There's
English,
they refer to as that for not for oh I can't remember the word. Phonetic. That's it. If a word is phonetic, it means you say it how it's spelt.
yeah, I think 90% of the time Dutch is like that.
Hmm.
Because like the first letter in the alphabet in English, it's A,
Hmm.
right? So, but you pronounce it differently in star. It's an ah sound.
Yeah.
In our language, everywhere you see an A, without you just pronounce it as ah
Okay.
everywhere.
Right. Yeah,
Like
because
our
it could be a, it could be a.
our ABC is A B C.
Hmm.
The fun thing is that if you take all like the in E, I, those are vowels, right? You or
Yes. Yeah.
all, all our the Dutch vowels are like one step back. So yeah, I'm getting ready.
Oh, yay!
Ooh.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yeah.
So the A and the E, we start with A, and then the long one with the point on it, we call E, not I.
Oh. Okay.
And what you call an E is A with us.
Right. Yeah. So it's our vowels would be a, e, I, o, u, but pronounced a, e,
A,
o,
A, E, O,
and u.
U. U. Yeah.
Yeah. Like coop, cup, or yeah, con. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a vowel. That's not a
Yeah.
vowel. That's just G.
Yeah.
But we have it, and that's very
There's
important.
two ways to write the sound, by the way, in our country. It's
Okay.
either the G, just the letter G,
Right.
or the C and an H together. That's too.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we just need to use our hands a lot, so that's why we do
A
that.
fat cat, a chonk. We
Oh yeah.
lit phonetically in Dutch, we would that would say gonk.
Honk. Groen.
Gonk.
Wat trouwens best legit klinkt als je iets dik ziet. Gonk.
Ja, het klinkt heel Simone toch langs een gonk.
Chonks. Gonks.
Okay.
And that can never be at the end of a sentence, I know. Well, I'm married.
Hey,
Okay, she didn't even water.
Oh. Just imagine, it's 6 a.m. when we got home. Calculate
Yeah.
like an hour walk. That wedding started at 4.
Yeah, so she can still water. That's why you got married.
Who marries at 4 a.m.? Stardew people are up early anyway.
True. Yeah, I think the confusing thing in English is say that it's like letters or combinations of letters that make the same sound. So
Yeah.
you hear a word, you go, well, is it this combination of letters to get that sound, or is it another?
Moet ik op een bom bewaren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we have the C and the S can be almost interchangeable. Sort of depending on sort of the words and probably the origins and.
I think we use the C mostly as a K.
Okay. Yeah.
K or S?
Yeah, S too?
Yes. Circle.
Yeah, also S. It's a bit, that's the same as English, I think.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah, so we can have a C can sound like a K or sound like an S, yeah.
Why the hell did we
The
make
usual-
a C anyway then?
The usual rules with C is that when it's in front of an A, it has a K sound, and if it's in front of like an I or E, I think it usually is S.
Think about it. Why do we have the letter C? Is this C covered by the S and the K? It doesn't have its own sound.
Why do we have an X while we write everything K, S?
Are there any Dutch words with an X?
Also, Ozzy is here.
Hello? My cat is in the room.
Sounds like chaos.
Yep.
Yeah, he likes chaos. His name is Ozzy. He's named after...
No,
Yes, he is.
no. He named himself after our.
Yes. My mother hates Ozzy Osbourne a lot.
Why?
He thinks he's disgusting.
He's just a little bit crazy.
I can't really argue with that, honestly.
And then we wanted a new cat because the other one died. And she was 100%. There are two. They had a black one and a red one.
Right.
And she was 100% sure she wanted a red one. So she said, you can name him Ozzy if he is black.
Right.
But then she liked the black one more, and then she had to keep her promise. Yeah, I like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of his.
Have you listened to his new album?
I haven't actually.
It's nice. Wacht, Lisa, wacht. Je bel. Groen. Groen.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne has been living in America for
long time.
Quite a while. But he's as he's thinking of retiring, he's gonna find somewhere in England and move back here.
That's where he's from, you know. Isn't he from Liverpool?
From Birmingham,
Ah.
which is the closest major city to me. So
No,
he's-
because wait, if Birmingham is so close, why are you a Manchester fan?
history, I suppose.
Your parents from the Manchester area?
No. So it's my best friend was into Manchester when he was younger, and so my parents weren't really into football, from what they showed me. So it's like, well, I don't know who to support, and just kind of followed what he did.
Oh, I thought your father watched football.
Yeah, I found that out afterwards.
What does he support?
Wolverhampton, which is right next to Birmingham.
Yes. The Premier League?
They were at one stage. They're down to like League One now, so just below.
Yeah, yeah.
They one year they moved up to the bottom of Premier League and then couldn't stay there.
We have teams like that too. Our like League One was first called the same the Dutch translation of League One, but they got bought by a big sponsor who forced it to have their name,
Okay,
and now it's called the Kitchen Champion League.
right.
And it sounds so stupid now. in
Yeah.
my opinion. Not important anymore, especially in Dutch. Because this big like kitchen company that builds kitchens called the Kitchen Champion or Keukenkampioen,
Right.
and they own the league now,
Oh,
and they kind of ruined it.
yeah. It's like I'm not sure if it's still. They have different sponsors. Like the league would be sponsored by like a big name, and that'd be the name of the league for a bit, and then a new sponsor will come along, and the name will change.
Yeah,
I think
same here.
I think it was Barclay, like the bank, the Barclay Bank, was sponsoring the League One, so it was Barclay. Was it the Premier League? Was that the Premier League? It might have been Barclay sponsoring the Premier League, so it's Barclay Premier League.
Premier League is just called. Literally translation to our Premier League would be the Honor Division,
Okay.
and it's just called that. It's probably sponsored by a lot of people, but they can't put their name there. So
Right. Yeah, there's another team that I support who is a bit closer than Manchester. That's Cheltenham Town. So
yes.
yeah, they're in League One. So sort of they play more entertaining football. They sort of seem to want to try harder rather than just kind of turning up, getting paid, not really playing well. Hey,
But like in
Clark,
England.
sorry,
Oh, hello. In England, like when a League One football player, someone who plays in a team that's in League One, does he still has to have a job besides playing football, or is he paid enough?
I think they might still need a job.
Yeah, because the Premier League and like the Eredivisie or the Division ones, they don't. Grandchildren don't even need a job probably.
No,
Especially teams like Manchester United or especially Manchester City.
yeah, they earn sort of like thousands per game. It's like,
I don't know each game, but probably a lot. I only know like the year salaries, and those are like
was it millions?
tens of millions for some
Yeah,
players.
yeah. So yeah, they do definitely get paid way too much for like a couple of hours of work.
Yeah.
But then they do have to train when they're not playing matches and.
Yeah, but I don't think from 9 to 5, you know.
Oh no.
But
They do have to work hard when they're not playing, but still, it's a lot of money. Still a lot of money, no matter how much they work.
yeah, but you know, why not?
That's where most of that comes from the sponsorship. So there's a lot of money being spent on the sports, and it just goes directly to the players. Hey, car guy, what we got? By the way, Indiana's basketball team NBA play next Wednesday at 7 p.m. preseason. Ooh. So there's a new season of NBA coming up. That's cool.
I was speaking of basketball. Nou ja, naar de Harlem Globetrotters film.
Ja.
Komen weer en dan mailen.
Wanneer?
Weet je, ik zeg laat ze posten en dan kap terug naar de kapper liep.
Zoek op.
Yeah, sorry, just remind me. I wanted to ask Lisa to go to the Harlem Globetrotters with me.
Oh, okay.
It's nice. You know them?
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. I went with my whole family one time.
Yeah.
They're like the WWE of basketball,
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Yeah,
There's less
they're
fight.
lots of like showmen. They kind of have a lot of things to show off their skills.
Yeah, it's all about the show.
Yeah, I like that.
Van meer de poort, weet je die?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I went with my whole family.
Hmm.
Like almost 10 years ago. I think
Yeah.
maybe 9. No, I was 19 back then.
Oh, damn, that's almost 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You're old.
No. It's 8 years, by the way. I'm 27.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my whole family went. But like my aunt, one of my cousins died when he was 18.
Oh,
After
right.
that,
Hmm.
and so my aunt, everything she associates with having a good time with like the whole, all cousins. You know, we were with 6 boys.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to go anymore. So I was like, okay, I can ask Lisa now.
Yeah.
Those people were very tall.
Hmm.
Yeah, I met one.
Ja, Veos, je hebt een nieuwe slaapplek gevonden.
He signed my shirt, but then my mother threw the shirt in the washing machine, didn't knowing, and there's no autograph on it anymore.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah well,
she didn't mean it.
no. But they were very big, very tall.
They're called the Indiana Pacers. That's cool. So they call the Pacers because they're fast. So you have to be quite fast in basketball, don't you? Running from one end of the court to the other. And sort of doing it several times over.
Yes.
I used to play a little bit of basketball when I was at school. Quite enjoyed it. It's been one of the taller people in my my class. Nice.
Yeah, I see why you would like it. I never got very tall.
Hmm.
Not.
Where's Nick's for? Should be playing today? Oh, she's tired. There's a lot of driving. There's 5 hours of driving today. So she's probably sleeping.
Whoa, there's almost no tickets available. Good tickets. Continue.
I do want good seats though.
Ja. Het gaat 166 euro kosten.
Per persoon.
Nee, in totaal.
De wedstrijd Ajax kost meer en dan heb je nog het risico dat ze verliezen.
Dit is een sportzaal Poort.
Maar er gebeuren heel veel in die sportzaal. Het is een hele grote
Ik
sportzaal.
ben er geweest.
Ja.
Ik ben er geweest. Ik vind 83 euro veel voor wat zij leveren. Sorry voor dit.
Okay.
Het gaat een beetje richting Ernst Bobby in de rest hoor. Heel veel kinderen.
Ja.
En 83 euro met schreeuwende kinderen. Rennen in de pauze, renden alle kinderen het veld open, gingen basketballen stelen. En dan kwam ze die meneer van Almere Poort. Jongens, dit
Four-hour
is
drive, not tired at all. We woke up in the morning and got to Nashville at 11 a.m. That's cool. Were you driving?
terug als
Ja, Koos,
je
kom maar.
Yeah, the actual sitting behind the steering wheel for that long is quite tiring.
I'm gonna send you a picture, but I do believe that Ozzy really wants more attention and
Mm.
he wants all the attention. He's right next to me.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
probably also mad that I'm in the chair and he wants to go in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never let him win. Be alpha.
I am.
Mm. Yeah, Damien does that to my mother. He'll give her a funny look, and she knows. Yeah, if she stands up, he'll sit in the chair instead. So he said, "You're sitting in my chair."
He's literally right next to me
Aw.
now. I posted a picture in the Discord.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Also, I'm level 8 farming and I'm very happy.
Nice.
Can't wait till I have the auto gripper.
Mm.
Okay, let's see.
You don't have a driving license yet, car guy. That's cool. You have one Monday. You'll be able to drive
Kijk
your own
nu dan.
cars.
Lisa heeft al shipping bin, hè?
Huh?
Shipping bin.
Yeah.
Paul, do you have a shipping bin already?
Shipping bin. Is it the one that just turned up in the mail?
The one that I have.
I don't have the big ones, no.
You have a small one.
Can someone
Small one works too.
can someone water my crops? I gotta go with Ozzy.
Yeah.
I think this little one came in my mail.
Yeah, I said I got one too, so I thought I would give
Okay.
mine to you.
Yeah, I picked up that one. But I couldn't see where you build the big ones.
Robin.
Ah, of course. Okay.
Same place where you make a horse.
Right.
The other thing. But that's literally the small ones are even better because they take less space and they do the same thing.
Ah, that's cool.
I think, yeah, it's the same. And one of her plants died.
Oh no. Some more water.
Ah, and only 3 more. I need more of it. There's only one left.
Oh yes, I see.
Good. What to do with it? Well, for now I put it next to my big one.
Alright, see. Yeah, let's do some watering. things.
I think you can only put 9 things.
Yeah.
Oh, it is different. I didn't know it was different. Huh.
I suppose if I have more than 9 things to sell, I can use one of the big ones.
I think everyone has one except you.
Yeah.
So there's enough to use. I wonder how Lewis knows what you put in and what I put in.
Yeah.
Wires the money to the right.
I'm back.
Caroline wants a pumpkin. Well. Do we need pumpkin for, yeah, we do. I'm gonna give a pumpkin. Did I talk to my wife?
Also, I need a pumpkin too for Caroline.
I only have 2, so
Oh,
One for me and one for the community center. Hick. Hick means hiccup in Dutch.
Oh, okay.
I just realized it. I think it's a slur in American English. Right? For like white trash, right?
Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. I suppose it could be. I never really considered it like that.
No,
I didn't even know.
I didn't realize, but yeah, I've been playing some GTA 5 storyline today,
Okay.
and that's. There's a lot of slurs in that game.
Hmm.
Okay, at least I can have the bee house. I don't like bees, and she likes the bees.
Yeah, I love the bees.
No, I'm afraid of them.
Oh.
Well, bees are okay.
Hmm.
Wasps are a very big problem.
Yeah, I don't like wasps. I'm okay with bees though.
But let's say you're having dinner with your a lot of family and it's like a special occasion. There's one wasp.
Hmm.
Will you leave and eat on your own somewhere else?
No, try and get rid of the wasp. Try and move the wasp.
I will flee and leave everyone behind and be weird.
Oh, okay.
It happens a lot.
A lot. I didn't even keep count. Like it happened so many times.
There was had a party at my friend's house a few weeks back when it was warmer, and we stayed over in like the spare bedroom. In the morning, she made us all breakfast.
Yes.
So we had like bacon, sausage, egg, baked beans. It's like a full kind of English style breakfast.
Nice.
And we sat in the garden because it was warm. And we had a wasp turn up. And of course, Nix doesn't like wasps. So the wasp was after our breakfast.
Yeah.
So I was able to distract the wasp while Nix picked her breakfast up and was able to move away. And then it was still after my breakfast. So I was fighting the wasp away with my bottle of water while eating my breakfast with the other hand. And I managed to finish my plate before sort of the wasp eventually gave up. But it's still
I would have already been in another neighborhood by then, probably.
it's because my water bottle is like a metal one. It's one of these like cool bottles where it keeps the water cool. And it's like a bright blue colour. So I was holding it as a distance kind of thing, and the wasp was kind of put off by this metal bottle coming towards it. I wasn't hitting the wasp, but I was kind of pushing the wasp with it. And it's like, well, okay, this big thing that's hard is pushing me, and it was deterred slightly, but still wanted the sauce off my plate. So yeah, I'd finished eating and just took my plate and walked inside.
Just. Okay.
Yeah, it was still there.
I just wondered if I was. Yeah, I don't like those things. Well, there's one wasp I like. Lisa bought one on AliExpress. It's like a shark dressed as a wasp. It's very weird.
Okay.
It's very weird, and I didn't know I needed it, and then I saw it.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture later, or if you ever send a picture.
Okay.
Speaking of things,
Yeah, I understood that.
I don't know.
I don't know if Chunky still heard you, but
No.
no, he said, speaking of things, I still need it, and then he made some noises.
I forgot.
He literally said, ah. If you don't understand that language, then
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Also, Jeffrey, I have an amethyst for you.
thank you.
I'll do it in my chest.
Laten we het dubbele. Kom.
Dan ga je bij je eigen doen.
Nee,
Materials in here.
Amethyst.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Hoeveel heb jij nu?
No, dan ga je deze ene. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Ja,
3, 2, 1.
we're cheating.
Okay.
That's enough for you?
Ik heb geen amethysten nodig.
Why you leave me?
Gelukkig dat je er al genoeg had.
What?
Ik wil nog naar community center.
Oh, die. Ah. Oh, there's this band I like. I really like the members too. I met them.
Oh, okay.
They're very nice to me. They're from Taiwan,
Ah.
and they literally have two bands. It's almost the same band, like same members.
Right.
When they were in the Netherlands, I could keep my stuff with them. Then I didn't have to pay for lockers.
Oh, cool.
Smoked together and drank together before and after show. Very nice people.
Yeah.
One drew a penis on my shirt.
Oh.
But in his defense, his name is Wang,
Okay. So
and that's how he signed stuff.
yeah. So it's kind of his name, I suppose.
But they have this they're called Maggot Colony.
Right.
But they have this other band called Gorepot.
Right.
And Gorepot is like Maggot Colony is like a bit serious band.
Right.
And Gorepot isn't. Well, it's very serious, very weird themes, you know, a lot of jokes.
Right.
And they have this one shirt that on the back it says "Chickens sit on eggs because they don't have chairs," and I need it.
Okay.
No,
Hey,
because
Chad.
other shirts have like brutal things on their back saying like or edgy stuff, and chickens don't sit on eggs because they don't have chairs.
Hmm.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Nix. Hi, guys. Nix says
Yo,
hi.
Hello,
Nix.
Nick. How are you doing? I bought two new shirts, and you know Whitechapel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a Whitechapel long
Nice.
and a Carcosa long sleeve, but I didn't even know the band, but
Right.
I looked them up to check if I liked them because the design they had was from my. They did a design crossover with my favorite anime with Fullmetal the Alchemist,
Right.
so it was very important I liked the band, and I did.
That's good.
And it did help that they ended up being the same members of another band I like, but with another, with another project. So.
That's cool.
Ik zeg dat Carcosa Engelmaker is, hè?
Ja.
Ja.
Daarom is het goed.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Uh,
You like deathcore?
Sorry.
You like deathcore, like Whitechapel?
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot, but yeah, I'll listen if it's playing.
Yeah, maybe you like Carcosa then.
It's the same with like with a lot of the more extreme dance music. So I'll listen to some of it, and then I need to flip it and go something a bit more calmer.
Extreme dance music.
Hmm.
Yeah. Any other stuff you call extreme besides hardcore?
Just really So it's probably just metal, really. So metal and so probably like
I mean, dance.
oh, dance. Not really. Most dance I saw I wouldn't really call extreme, apart from hardcore, really, because compared to hardcore, nothing's really that extreme.
Well, maybe there exists something somewhere, but we don't know.
Nothing I've come across.
Yeah, I've got my horse.
Nick
All my
says,
horses always are called Groverwa in this game.
Okay.
Because your like you said the full name for your horse is Grover, and then you can change it.
Okay.
Which is something I didn't know. And while walking with WASD, I was just walking and I accidentally just pushed W and A and pressed enter by accident, and then my horse was called Groverwa.
Okay.
And since then I stuck with it.
My horse is called the Todd.
Nice.
Because of Scrubs.
Ah.
You watch Scrubs?
Yeah. Yeah, I love Swibs. I've got all the DVDs.
Awesome. Yeah, only the last season is horrible, in my opinion.
Okay, I haven't think
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Like the one where there's a whole new cast and stuff. I don't like that one.
Right. Yeah.
It's not even set in a hospital. It's set in like a college.
Oh. Oh yeah. I think I've not watched it, but I think I've seen.
I mean, it's not like horrible. It like when you're bored and you watch it, it's enjoyable enough. But it's not like the rest.
No. Nick says she's not feeling great. I think it's exhaustion.
Hmm?
Yeah, Nick's exhausted.
It happens, We're taking care of her,
Yeah.
her plants.
Yeah,
I'm
also
watching
resting Nick's.
right now. Oh, she also has corn. I will harvest her corn and put it in her chest. Only her chest is full.
There's one at the back as well.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, so I need to give somebody a pumpkin. I've got some pumpkins now.
You ever watch Modern Family?
Modern Family. Yeah, I've seen a couple of episodes. Haven't really watched much of it.
No, we're really watching everything now. It's with the dude from Married with Children.
Yes. Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Jay.
No.
No,
I
no-
know the character names, but I don't know the actor name.
Yeah, I know the character, not the actor.
I forgot. Yeah, I knew it, but
Hmm.
because you can't forget Al Bundy. But
Yeah.
just a really weird show, actually.
Yeah, I suppose they try and they made it very quirky.
Married with Children, I mean, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I suppose
No.
it's.
Modern Family is weird too.
Oh yeah, Modern Families are even weirder. But yeah, Married with Children had a lot of weird episodes where it's sort of. I suppose it's just kind of the American comedy of the family. Sort of like a typical family, but sort of very over the top roles, like a father who sort of spends his day working and then comes home and doesn't want to do anything. And then sort of children that are just kind of taking advantage of that, and yeah, it's almost like The Simpsons in some ways, just made a bit more real.
In some way, I always found Married with Children like very, like melancholic, like very.
Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, melancholy.
It was funny, but still, it showed something like a bit dark.
Yeah,
Like, in a way, they were always basically they all were always unhappy. They never. Everything in the life failed. Like all 4 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So
There are fan theories, by the way, that Married with Children is a sequel to. Who is a prequel to Modern Family. Or Modern Family, a sequel to
okay.
Married with Children. Since like Al Bundy, he's got
Yeah.
that actor. He remarried from his crazy wife, and
Hmm.
he has 2 children. The daughter is older, and the son is younger.
Yeah.
And the older, like in Married with, I mean, in Modern Family, the older daughter, she's like a normal housewife, and she has 3 children. But they always talk about how she was a wild girl and a bit of a, how do you say, the female version of a womanizer, a
Oh, yes.
manwanizer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like in the original, no, in Marriage with Children, of course, the oldest daughter was very into boys and very wild and stuff and party going and blonde.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of theories about that,
Okay.
which are all like none of them are true, of course, because the names aren't the same.
True. Yeah.
And then there's this other theory that it's all a dream of L1.
Yeah.
That,
I've heard the
uh,
dream one.
yeah, you've got the dream one in Marriage with Children, I remember, but they also say that Modern Family is a dream of El Bundy in a coma.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but people like those theories.
Yeah. So I was like sort of seeing, reading about them, or people doing YouTube videos of theories. Okay, that's an interesting way to watch it. And
I like the theory you told me, I think last week or the week before, about how Peter Pan actually is the only character that doesn't age, and it seems like the Lost Boys don't age, but they are killed.
yes.
And if they aren't killed, they become pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that, but I don't think it's Disney's intention.
No, I think it's if you look at the original folklore of Peter Pan, I think it was more towards that theory.
The- With most Disney things, the story is older than the movie.
Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of people talking about the original story of Little Mermaid now. Now there's the new live action coming out soon.
Yeah.
So talking about the original story of Little Mermaid where she dies at the end.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, most Disney films, when you read the original story, you can I see the similarities. Disney just made it more child friendly.
Yeah.
But some time ago, I read the story that Frozen is based on, and I didn't even recognize a bit.
Oh wow.
It doesn't even. I don't know how they made one thing from the other, but
Yeah.
it, it, I've got a job interview tomorrow. I just realized again. I'm not in the mood for that.
I'm looking for a new job.
Got a job interview with Apple tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you mentioned about the Apple Store.
They called me.
Ah.
Tomorrow's the interview. I called them back today and they were very happy. But I'm like, I didn't like my last job. I lost it for less than a day.
Right.
I worked from 12 till 7 and I lost it till 5.
Mm.
How much better is an Apple store compared to some other stores? It's all stores.
Yeah, it's the same kind of job, just slightly different things.
Yeah. So I will have this conversation and we'll see. Maybe if it's for some reason gives me energy, I will. But I will not put a lot of effort.
No, do things that don't drain your energy. At least not that much.
Yeah. Also, the last job, I really liked the job, but I just got a lot of, back problems,
Yeah.
problems in my body. But they called me back within 5 days. You know how long it took? I sent out my resume in 2 months ago to Apple.
Oh right.
They waited 2 months to call me back. I don't like that.
No, it kind of makes you feel like they run out of options.
Oh, well, I didn't think of it like that
Yeah,
yet, but thank you.
yeah,
Uh, I was just like they're lazy, but what you're saying makes sense too.
yeah. It's like, oh, we got no one. Let's pick this guy. He looks alright.
Yeah, let's take our last pick. Let's
Yeah.
give him minimum pay and maximum hours.
Hmm.
I will see. Maybe it's all nice, but
Yeah.
you know, I like I like the brand.
Hmm. It might have been. I know what they say sometimes that they might have had like one job available, and someone they hired someone to fill that job, but then kept hold of your details, and then someone else left and go, ah, we'll give this guy an opportunity now.
I honestly, when I called the guy back today after 2 days, I told him like, honestly, I don't like how long it took for you to call me. After I
Hmm.
emailed your company, and he apologized and he told me that he was sick
Right.
for weeks. So,
Hmm.
but at least I had my say.
Yeah. But I've had it when I've been for a few job interviews. They interview me, and they'll call me or something, or send me an email going, "Oh, thank you for the interview. We haven't got a position for you, but we'll keep your details, and if something opens up, we'll let you know."
Yeah.
And they never have. The one place I call them back up again, like a month later, go, "Oh, is there anything for me?" And they say, "Oh yeah, we might have something. There's some interviews we're doing soon. We'll let you know." And yeah, they got me in again.
Well, I had this thing going it's it's a bit of a weird story, but we have this thing in our country since I think the 70s.
Right.
It's called Floriade,
Okay.
and it's like this big events that last for months. Like every 10 years, a city like hosts them,
Right.
which has like a lot of like culture and environmental stuff and art exhibitions. Like a very big park filled with art and new technology about like how to make the world clean.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds cool.
Well, my city did this thing this year. They have been building it for 15 years.
Right.
It had cost 70 million euros,
Right.
and it was a complete failure, and it only cost the government money.
Oh wow.
Literally, no one showed up, and they didn't make. They borrowed a lot of money from banks and the private big companies to pay him back because it was going to be a success. They said, and they were going to sell a lot of tickets,
Yeah.
and they didn't, and now they're bankrupt.
Ah.
Well, but anyway, that part sucks. But
Hmm.
from like a perspective of being an artist, it's quite interesting. It's an interesting place to meet other artists and like find new techniques and visions of the world and stuff.
Yeah.
With one side note, Leia orders for me and not for Lisa.
Yes.
So I
So
will.
she's not getting a gift from me.
But so this place, they were hiring a photographer slash Photoshop dude
Right.
or chick.
Hmm.
I applied,
Okay.
and they were very interested in me, very interested,
Oh.
and I talked with them, and we were having a lot of contact. And then at some point, they told me, "We'll we'll tell you within a week if we're gonna hire you as our photographer." And they made me, tell them like insurance details because I would be using my own equipment, my
Right.
own
Yeah.
laptop, my own cameras, and they had to know how I was insured for those things.
Yeah.
I was quite far up with a lot of contact, a lot of conversations we had. And then at some point, the last thing they said was, "We're gonna tell you within a week when we hire you,
Okay.
or if we don't." And then they just disappeared.
Oh.
Like I called them, I sent emails. I was like, You can be. If it's not me, that's fine. You know, that is probably other people too. But tell me, because I can look for another job.
Well, yeah.
It just completely disappeared. The people I was talking to.
Yeah.
So that was like 5 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not the best company.
No, I suppose companies do that. You go, well, actually, I'm glad I'm not working for them.
Yeah, but they have a debt of 70 million euros.
Oh wow.
What were they gonna pay me from? You know?
Well, yeah. They'll probably say, "Oh yeah, we'll get you your money soon."
Yeah.
And you go, "No, you're not."
Yeah, I don't like. So it's maybe for the better, but I don't like to be treated that way. You know?
No, of course not. No.
No one likes it. Yeah, what do we still need?
Yes,
Animal shit. Quality. Doe jij mais?
Nee.
Ik ben vergeten quality mais en quality pumpkins te doen. Het is zelf van.
Ja, we hebben paars als het goed is.
Ja, ik heb niks. Drink jij?
Jawel.
This is drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. On a Wednesday. Who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, says the one guy who gets his fourth glass of whiskey.
Maybe. But you know, my current school is on Saturday too. So
I don't have school tomorrow.
I know. And I have school on Saturday. I don't know why my academy does that, but it's Saturday is a school day for me, and tomorrow isn't. So I rather drink on Wednesday than when I used to drink on Friday, because now I have to be up on Saturday at the moment because there's a lot of problems with like the train system.
Right. Okay.
There's been a big power outage.
Right. Okay.
And about a couple of kilometers of train track they were burned,
Oh, right.
and the repairs for that are gonna last till the 15th of December. So I have to make a D-route to my art academy,
Oh, wow.
and what used to be a travel from door to door from less than 1 hour is now I have to be 3.5 hours. No, 2.5 hours in the train ride.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Yeah, first time when it just happened, it was 3.5 hours, but they fixed that a bit. So I need to be up at 5:30 on Saturdays now. So
Ooh, that's
it used to
weird.
be 9.
Yeah, I would hate that.
So yes, Friday is not a drinking day no more.
Yeah, that's a shame. Nix and I actually had a drink on Friday. We neither of us really drink, but Nix had like a work party,
Yeah.
and so the work party was in Birmingham, and I drove in to kind of a taker, then hung around, went shopping, and then went and collected her. But that last weekend was like gay pride, like LGBT pride festival.
Oh yes.
Ours are in early August.
Sorry?
Yeah, I don't know why, but our Pride is in early August.
Oh, in August. Okay.
Different than other countries. But
Maybe that was around the time when there finally came a law where gay people could marry.
yeah,
Yeah, we have some. We had one. One in August. In another town, but Birmingham seemed to do it in September. So we have them in different places at different times. But they closed off a lot of streets in the middle of the city, which is fair enough.
yeah.
And they got like a big stage and music and people playing. But my sat nav didn't have the updates for which roads were closed, and I tried Google. Google didn't have the update either. So it was very frustrating trying to find which road I can drive to get around the city.
Yes.
So after doing all that and managing to get back to Nick's and pick her up, I thought, okay, I need a drink as well now. So on the way home, we stopped, had a drink, and then had some more drink when we got home. So,
What does Nix do, if I may ask?
so for work, does like health and safety now.
Health and safety.
Health and safety. So looking after people when, at their jobs. So like the meeting today was to make sure these people at this site 2.5 hours away were safe during storms. So
Oh,
Like,
that
unions?
sounds like a heavy job, honestly.
there's seems a lot to think about, but she's very good at it. And only been there for a few weeks.
Like health inspection?
Yeah, kind of like it's kind of like for everything, like looking at machinery and making sure there's like enough kind of medical stuff available and
Like from a union? Or?
I suppose not necessarily from the union directly, but it's kind of like it's a legal requirement at least for all companies to make sure their staff are sort of kept safe and there's nothing that can hurt them, or if there is, that the staff are fully trained and that they know not to do certain things. So yeah, so her it's like an apprenticeship role, so it's learning and going to college at the same time as being paid to do the job.
Yes, yes.
So it's it's very good. So getting to learn these things and getting paid to check, and the company already likes her very much, and so we'll be looking forward to doing great things.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
So she's not into IT like you.
a little bit, yeah, but got a very good eye for detail. Can see like the littlest things that could go wrong. So very good for health and safety. Kind of like that thing over there isn't secured properly. That could fall and hurt somebody, or that over there is not fixed properly, or that's missing. That needs to be fixed now. And you might sort of walk past it every day and not see these things, but Nix does.
Yeah. Yeah, I barely notice my surroundings.
So very, very in tune with the surroundings and can see things that people just can't see. So it's very good for the job and full of great ideas. So yeah, the company is going to be very, very happy.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Be right back.
Yes, he brushed it. But I can. I can see things in paintings other people don't.
Okay.
Detail. And I've got perfect pitch, that's the thing too.
Hmm.
I can tune most instruments by ear, and I can hear whenever people play out of tune. There was this big music festival last week, and yeah, we didn't even know. We were going into town, and there were like 20 bands playing everywhere, from classical, like two girls from around, I don't know, 14, 16, playing cellos and flutes,
Oh yeah.
to like full big bands and jazz bands and rock bands, like everywhere around town. They were placed on small stages.
Oh nice.
We were just going out to have like Lisa to go to her. How do you say the people that like measure your eyes and sell glass?
Optician.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't know, and then we walked into that, and it
Ah.
it's a fun surprise to have music
Yeah.
everywhere. But there were this, children like teens, 5, 15, 16-year olds,
Hmm.
girls playing classical music, and I could see they were very nervous playing in public because it was a very busy day in town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was nice, but there were three mistakes.
Uh,
Most people wouldn't hear them.
yeah. I suppose I don't necessarily hear wrong notes. Sometimes I do, but my main thing is like for DJs. Like I can hear when a DJ is playing two songs and they don't quite match.
Of course.
So I can just get this feeling like I just want to go up there and sort of just adjust it, and so it's because I can hear my own mistakes. I can hear other people's, but not everyone else can. I'll be like sort of have like a look on my face, and someone be like, what's that look about? And go, well, that DJ's made a slight mistake there, and people don't actually notice.
Well, there's one thing I noticed since I've been watching you DJ, and
Hmm.
that's that most of the DJs I like aren't real DJs.
Hmm.
They just press play on a playlist and they pump their fist a lot. It,
Yeah.
they do too little
Yeah.
at points, or they do too much.
Hmm.
Like you see them very actively turning things and then being very busy and interesting looking. I'm like, yeah, but what I hear is the song you produced that's literally the same as on the CD I bought.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you doing with those turning those thingies?
Yeah.
Probably just looking interesting.
Yeah. A lot of the DJs are more about show and less about showing skills. It's more like okay, interacting with the crowd. But yeah, because the only like the knobs on the mixer is basically just the frequency bands, like the high end, the mid range, and low end. So you're just turning the bass frequency up or the high frequency.
And they're turning them constantly while looking very interesting into the camera. And I'm like, you're,
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing anything.
No, you'd be able to hear like if they turn the low end frequency, you would hear the bass really come through, or you would hear like the tinny high notes coming through when they turn like the high frequency. But if
Yeah,
you
the only thing I hear is the song like perfectly like it's played on the CD, and
yeah.
the lasers and the fireworks go,
Mm,
moving along with the song perfectly. So I have a feeling it's all pre decided.
yeah. Yeah. Uh, oh,
And you're having fun, at the festival, who am
oh
I
yeah.
to?
So the only other things like what I can do with my mixer is I can put effects processing, so I can use like things like flange or echo or um,
Yeah.
so basically all the similar things you'd get on like a guitar pedals, I suppose. You can kind of affect the music, but again, you would hear that. You would hear.
No.
So yeah, so anything I would touch on my mixer, you would hear something change in the music. So yeah, a lot of these DJs you see on videos, they they're not really changing the music at all.
Would you mind doing it at like a bigger festival and they say like, okay, you can play here, because you're popular or whatever, but you have to like make a pre-decided set because it has to work with our fireworks. Would you mind just standing there and pumping your fist, or
Uh,
would you be like, no?
no, I'd feel very awkward. It'd be like being a singer and just playing a song that you just act and mime to.
If you Do you know the like it was this very popular emo band when I was a teen, but you're a bit older than I am,
Hmm.
a couple of years. Do you know Black Veil Brides?
Oh yeah, I've never seen them, but I know Black Veil Rise. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to them with a friend when we were 15,
Hmm.
and the lead singer he tripped and fell down,
Yeah.
but like and he like but his voice didn't change at all, and he just perfectly sang even without that mic that rolled away.
Oh, it's magic.
So since then I respect him less.
Yeah. Yeah. So you pay money to see people sing. You want them to sing, not kind of dance around and.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's been a few artists like that where they've been caught out, like you say, like they trip or something happens. You go, there's no way you wouldn't hear something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of I feel with like DJing. If someone's paying to see me DJ, they sort of I should be DJing. I should be putting the music together. Like
Yeah, I don't mind them doing their thing they're doing, but give it another name. Call it like a, how do you say, like exhibition or whatever, or
yeah, uh,
like album, whatever music, something.
yeah,
But DJ and mixing, just be honest. Like, okay, I made this set list that's great at a party. I'm gonna play it for you people. The fireworks are gonna be perfectly on the beat.
hmm,
You know, then I'd be fine. But they don't act like you're turning tables.
yeah. You miming, you sort of you acting the whole thing out. Is that yeah? Doesn't
Really seeing
feel
turning knobs and like scratching finals, and all you hear is the song the same as on the CD. Like
yeah. Now that's the thing. A lot sort of because of that, people think to DJ you have to kind of move the vinyls like constantly, kind of thing. Um, but no, the only time you see like this scratch kind of look, but with no sound, is when a DJ is trying to find where the vinyl starts. So you're kind of moving the vinyl, and you're listening to it. And go, okay, I can find the start of the music here. Stop the
mm,
moving, and then sort of hold it there until you want to start the music, and then let go, and then it carries on from that start point. But you wouldn't be like constantly moving it back and forth if you're not actually trying to find something on the vinyl.
are there records you know so well because you play them a lot that you can literally most of the time just put the needle on and be correct, like the song, the part you want?
No, it's so you can kind of know the areas, but you won't be able to find the exact point
Yeah, it's difficult.
because you're like what you can do with like a vinyl where wherever there's beats, like there's a drum, you can see that the lines, the grooves on the vinyl are very close together. But when there's no drum, and just maybe just singing or like piano, the grooves on the vinyl are a bit further apart.
Yeah,
Or at least that's the way it looks. So you can kind of see it, and you can see that bands like if you chop a tree, if you like saw through a tree, you can see all the different rings.
hmm,
It's kind of like that on the vinyl. You see the different rings, and each band of the ring is different frequencies. So there's less bass, so it looks different. So you can kind of look and see the music as it's been cut onto the vinyl, but you
yeah,
won't know exactly. You can put the needle somewhere in that space and then wind it back or forward to find the exact spot. Like okay,
yeah,
there's some singing there. I can see the singing, and you can drop the needle close to where it starts, but you might need to like wind it back a little bit to find the exact start. And that's good for if you're trying to mix two songs. You go okay. There's some singing coming up, and then I can see there's some drums coming up. And when the drums come in, I want to start playing the next song. So you can
yeah,
look at where the needle is. Like, okay, the drums are going to come in very soon. I need to be ready. And then you listen out and go, okay, here's the drums coming up, and then play the next song.
yeah.
So you might see me when I'm DJing with vinyls. I might like tilt my head down lower so I can see with the light shining off the vinyl. You go, okay, I can see the singing will come to an end, and then I can play with the drums then.
Yeah.
But with if it's like an MP3, if it's music on a CD or digital, you have to rely on like a little screen. So if my CD players aren't very fancy, so it just literally tells me how many minutes I have left before the song finishes. But you can get some that show you like the full waveform, so you can see all the jagged lines of the wave, and you can see from the waveform what has drums, what has singing, and that's what I see on my laptop screen when I'm DJing with MP3s. I can see where the drums are, 'cause I can see like the spikes of the drums, and I can then see the smoothness where the singing is.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of works the same way. You can just look at the image and know where the music is.
Yeah. Well, I need to brush my teeth,
Okay.
so I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
All right.
At least I said so.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Not the
Okay.
most talkative out of me and Jeffrey, but I'm back.
You're back. That's the main. So you got any hidden talents, Lisa? Jeffrey was saying he can hear when music is bad or people are missing notes.
I don't hate in talents.
No. No, saying I can hear when a DJ is mixing two songs slightly off, like if the beats aren't aligned.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's like sort of
Like I'm not a music expert, so the DJ really has to mess it up. But at some point, you'll hear like, "Hey, this isn't correct." When it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, but suddenly it's like 1, 3, 4. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I got to a point where I go out go out for drinks or go to a club and be like dancing along to the DJ, and I'll stop and go, "Ooh, no, he's slightly off there. He's not quite got it lined up." And then the whole room is still dancing. They're quite happy, and I'm going, "No, it's not quite right."
Yeah, usually the people in clubs are drunk, you know,
Yeah, they don't care.
or not. Most of them, I think, like this is just a big guess, but most of them aren't like DJs themselves or play any instruments at all, you know, so they don't really hear that.
Yeah, but Nix has found that now. Now she spent a bit of time with me and sort of tried to DJ herself. Sort of she started to hear sort of when DJs aren't haven't got it right. But I suppose when you try to DJ, you get used to listening to when things aren't quite right, and you know how to adjust them. So
Yeah.
you can't really switch that off. Then you're always looking for that, and you hear another DJ make a mistake, and you go, "Oh, I need to fix it." I can't. I'm not the one DJing.
Yeah, that's must be like really weird.
But then, yeah, I suppose as Jeffrey say, he has the same thing with like people playing instruments and go, "Ah, you missed a note or played the wrong note." And
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes like when I attempt to play the bass and I really want to learn like a song,
yeah,
and then I'm looking like at some videos of people playing the song if they exist, because I do listen to some underground shit that has 46 likes on Facebook, you know.
yeah,
So usually people don't make much videos about that, but when I find it, then I look at it and I'm like, okay, let's find a bass step.
yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't really is what I see in the video, and the video sounds correct. And then Jeffrey usually helps out a little.
Ah,
He just hears it, and then it's like, okay, then it's that one or that one. Oh, I think that one. Oh, that's definitely Clyde, etc.
that's cool. I've got a friend who I met through streaming. He's got a perfect pitch, and yeah, he'll you just send him like a YouTube video and go, "Oh, can you play this song?" And you just play the video, listen through once, and then get his piano or his like synthesizer keyboard out and just start playing it. And then might need to stop and like re-listen to it a couple of more times, and then you'll be able to play the song on the piano.
Like I can hear when something is off key, but I don't hear which note is which note. You know, I don't hear that. Like, of course, I hear the difference between high notes or low, but not like I can't, you know, just listen to it and be like, oh, it's this and this on my bass. really get. I
No,
have mad respect for people who can actually hear that.
yeah, I can sort of try and listen to something and go, well, uh, I can have a rough idea, like maybe it's this note or that note. Um, but yeah, I can't listen to something and go, oh, there it is. It's just these are the notes. But yeah, it's a crazy talent just to be able to
Yeah,
hear the music as it is. But,
yeah, I don't. But then again, I never really did anything with music other than listen to for my whole life.
hmm,
So it might also, I don't know about your streamer friend. Maybe he grew up making music. Then I think you can kind of learn it as well.
hmm,
Like, of course, you need to have great hearing, and there is some talent in you, and then you can just make it better by actually playing music and just
hmm.
practicing.
Yeah, I have to ask him how it came about. So he used to play in a band when he was younger, playing like the keyboard and synthesizers.
Nice.
So he played in a band. He managed to support. Oh, I can't remember the. It's quite a known band um, at the time, but so yeah, his band supported them and even got to play with their keyboard player. Um, so that was quite good. But since then, since he's got older, he's only really played on stream. He'll just kind of do like a music stream or sit there and talk to people and play songs.
Oh, that's nice.
Hmm.
I actually enjoy music streams or art streams, and you can consider music art too,
Oh yes,
like
definitely.
definitely. So, but then again, Twitch somehow says it's different. But
Hmm.
let's say I enjoy art streams and music is part of it as well.
Yeah.
Like there was this tattoo artist who just made a couple of designs,
Hmm.
and like she was just drawing, and of course she talked a little to the chat, but you're focused when you're drawing something, you know.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And I still like enjoyed it. Like sometimes I had to wait for 2 minutes for like a reaction if I got a reaction at all, but I
Hmm.
didn't mind that. You know, you're not there really for the interaction at some point. You're just like, oh, what can you do?
Well, yeah, yeah. So you're there to enjoy their craft. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, just like those were the words I was looking for.
hmm. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of those kind of streams. There's uh, let's think who's like drawing streams. So there's a streamer called is it 7 of 7. He used to do like comic book art. So he would sit there with his like his easel, and he'll like kind of just sketch like characters and stuff, and we'll do like full digital paintings of comic book characters. Um, and it was occasionally look up and like talk to chat, and it was a really good personality as well, very funny.
Yeah, I
Um,
really respect comic artists. Like, I wouldn't be able to draw like the same character like several times, just
hmm,
let alone like for a whole book, you know. Especially comic books where you have like 10 pictures on each page where you have to probably draw the character.
yeah, I would struggle to do that. I can't really make a very good character anyway because my proportions are all off, and I can't make a very convincing looking character. But then I haven't practiced. If I sat down and practiced doing drawing people or different types of character, I might have that. But then I wouldn't be able to keep it consistent, like you say.
Yeah, exactly. I can draw a little, but I wouldn't be able to draw like the same guy all over again in just other positions, you know. It would just be different on every picture, even if I try to, you know, it would be different.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I've thought about trying to do like animation, like digital animation. But
Oh,
I think
nice.
with that, the way I would see it is you'd probably draw the parts of the character separately, like their legs or their body, their heads and arm, and as separate pieces. And then to animate it, you'd kind of swap the
Yeah.
legs over, but not the body, and keep the head the same, or maybe draw a couple of different heads, or like draw the mouth separately, so the mouth could be open or closed. And then you're not having to redraw, but you can kind of keep using bits, like draw their eyes open, then draw their eyes closed, and swap those bits out. That should be easier to do, hopefully.
Took a bit longer. My father just came back from training with the dog.
Oh, okay.
I asked him how it went, and he talked to our breed, like the dude who bred our dog. He had a new, like the sister of my dog.
Okay.
But a new, she was pregnant, you know, and they were
Oh yeah.
expecting puppies, but it went horribly wrong.
Oh no.
Everything died.
Hmm.
So 2 days, one was safe, and they were taking care of it, and all seemed fine. But in the
Yeah.
end, it wasn't, and the whole family is devastated.
Yeah.
People's awesome. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know what went wrong. Sometimes nothing goes wrong. Sometimes just
Yeah, just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
sometimes maybe like something in like the embryo phase went wrong, and they were very weak.
Yeah.
But still, the whole family is like a man and a husband, like a husband and a wife, and they have a daughter and a son. So they're all completely broken.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
So, but I asked them how those people were, because they were training, you know, and they live near us, and like this town has like this Rottweiler club.
Hmm.
We're part of. But only the husband went, and the rest wasn't able.
Right.
So the last one that was live died like this morning.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not fun. And these are like breeders by, how do you say? You've got these people that make that have like 12 dogs, and
Yeah.
they maybe do it with passion too. I won't say those are bad people, but it's still a bit more business.
Yeah. It's less about caring for the animals and more about.
Well, they care. The one all I know care, but even if they have 10 dogs, it's more like it happens sometimes. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
these are how to say very professional amateurs with way less dogs, and
Right.
even because when my dog was born, there were 16 pups.
Oh wow.
Spread over 2 dogs, to be honest, but still. My dog was from the litter of 9
Okay.
or 8, 9 or 8, 8 or 9.
Hmm.
And even then, when they had to give away the pups they sold, the whole family was crying
Yeah.
because they got attached to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let alone seeing them all die.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah. I suppose you still put like a lot of love, sort of time, and attention, and sort of
Money.
money. Yeah. It's got to be hard.
Yeah. My first Rottweiler we had came from a litter of 13.
Hmm.
That's exceptional, by the way. That's not normal.
Right.
They all survived. No, except one. 12 survived. But 12. That's a lot. Poor mother. Having 12 things biting and
Yeah.
sucking you dry. But they all survived.
Hmm.
The mother became very old too, like 12 or 13, which is very old for big dog. Like our breed, the average age is 8.
Right.
bigger dogs get like less old.
Hmm.
The mother of my last one got 12 or 13, and mine, ours. Lisa wasn't there when we bought her, but she was there when she died.
Right, yeah.
Came 11, I think, which is also quite old.
Almost 11.
Almost 2.
Like it was 2 weeks before or something.
Hmm.
Damn thing was grey as could be.
Yeah.
They're black dogs, but mine wasn't anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, you can see a dog getting old, their fur turning grey.
Well, you don't see it as an owner.
Hmm.
That's the thing. I was like, I was very like, but it's still a healthy, young looking dog. And then you got your new dog and you see pictures of the last year, and then you're like, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she was damn old.
Yeah.
To me, I already met her when she was like 9, 8 or 9.
No. Ronja is 4. We zijn 7 jaar samen. 7. Ronja wordt of... I think 7, I don't know.
Alright, 7 or 8 then. So I already met her when she had all the gray hairs and stuff,
I always tell my current dog, like, my last one was better than you.
Yeah, that's being a little bitch.
Yeah.
I was talking about Jeffrey being a little bitch, by the way.
Okay.
Well, isn't bitch just the name for female dog? Our current dog, female.
Yeah.
Oh. Could have been talking about. What the? I don't know which one is more insane.
They both have their things. Or had.
Let's say the stereotype of Rottweilers is they're aggressive. I wouldn't call my dogs aggressive, but they are difficult.
Yeah.
Like, you're a complete stranger to them, They probably would maybe have heard your voice sometimes when I was sitting in the living room.
Yeah.
If I brought you into my living room, it would be no problem at all.
Okay.
It's all fine. I wouldn't be able to give you my keys and say, like, hey, that's my house, go in.
Yeah.
That's not happening. Well, I would be outside and say, yo, I'm busy, here are my keys, can you give my dog a walk? They wouldn't go with you.
Hmm.
They wouldn't let you into the house, and even by some miracle that would happen because you're that like relaxed and like, okay, this one's fine, and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is a great thing.
Hmm.
Because when I first lived here, all I knew, I was brought up with Rottweilers.
Yeah.
And one of my neighbors I just met. I was at like this birthday party, the first year living here, and I was this antisocial alternative god kid somewhere. And one night I went to a get together of like our neighborhood, and this neighbor woman, she asked me, "Yo, here are my keys. Can you walk my dogs?" And I was like, "No, of course not. They don't know me." And she's like, "That's fine with my dogs." So I was like, "I've never been in your house." "Yeah, that's fine." It's like, okay, I will, but this is gonna end horribly, probably.
Yeah.
They went into her house, complete stranger, no dogs, didn't mind, and they let me take them away and walk them. And I was like, that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone can just steal the dog.
Yeah, she had golden retrievers, so maybe it's a different breed than I'm used to, but still.
They were nice dogs.
They were very sweet, but... And honestly, I think that every dog, even if it's a Rottweiler or a golden retriever, if someone would have attacked the owner, they would probably
Oh yeah.
but the fact that I could take them from their own home without them knowing me was something I was like, yeah, I don't trust this breed.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not the smartest of breeds.
Well, they're very smart, honestly.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they, it's not for nothing that they are the
They're just like
seeing eye
very
dogs and stuff, and like
yeah.
Oh, they're very
Certain-
trainable.
yeah, they're very.
They sort of work very well with being trained. Those kind of dogs.
Yeah. No, I like both my like my last one, my current one. But I always remember like in the last months my dog was like like a crippled old lady.
She had cancer, you know.
Yeah, she had cancer in the end. Yeah, in her lymphom, Dutch lymph. No one likes cancer.
No.
Well,
she was old. She had cancer, so she was also sick.
there's this British death metal band called Cancer, so if you like them, then you can say, okay, I like.
Yeah.
But in her lymph nodes, she had cancer all through the body.
Oh yeah, yeah. It
She was
spreads.
stuck, and she was old, walking behind me, slow and old, and
Yeah.
and my current one isn't a big fan of other animals, but my last one, she didn't. She really likes small animals. She was like, okay, dogs. She didn't really like dominant dogs, but like if you would see a cat, a small cat or a hedgehog,
Bird.
huh?
Birds. Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs. We had a lot of hedgehogs in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
She loved those. She was very kind to them because probably they aren't a threat. She smell it, leave them. Well, she killed one bird once.
Oh.
Yeah, she didn't mean it.
Yeah. Probably didn't realise how fragile.
Yeah, she really didn't mean
She
it.
was a bit younger back then, but like hedgehogs were all. I've said literally we have a video of her smelling a hedgehog, and my current one doesn't like it. Anyhow, I'm digressing again. But anyhow, we were walking and I saw a cat with her, and I was petting the cat and she was smelling the cat. And we walked like a couple of steps further, and I just felt like something in my back, like something pushing in my back.
Right.
And all I could think of was maybe the cat followed me and jumped on my back.
Yeah.
But it was some dog. It was a pit bull that was broken loose
Oh right.
and attacked me in my back probably.
Oh.
But all I could feel was a small push because before it could bite, my completely crippled dog, within seconds it attacked it in the neck, like
Oh wow.
it's stuck, like grabbed it before it could bite me.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, this is my favorite dog. And then when the pit bull was, she grabbed it for a while. It didn't bite like to kill or hurt, just like get it away from me.
Yeah.
And then she let loose and the dog ran away.
Ah.
Without blood or anything, it wasn't to kill, it was just to protect.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is my favorite. And my current one hasn't done anything like that yet, so, then I was saying, my last one was better.
I don't think that's nice. Say that your last one is better.
Yeah, just the fact, when you would normally walk, it was like an old lady, but when there was danger, it was like split-second reaction. I was like, whang. Very nice.
I suppose dogs were sort of they don't think of their own themselves when they want to protect someone. They're kind of, okay, this might hurt me, but I don't care.
Yeah, Umid made it big. Like I was like, are you dumb?
Yes, he is. That's the answer, by the
Because
way.
he was at my house, and I told him like, let's say I would play fight with Umid. We're a bit too old for that, but let's say that's not those kind of things are not possible in my living room because the dog doesn't see the difference between play fighting, me hitting him for fun. She would probably bite him.
Yeah.
And it was like, could you try it? I want to know what happens when you pretend you're very angry at me and attacking me. And I'm well, why do you want to see the result of that?
Yeah.
Like, let's say nothing happens. Then nothing happens, and we don't really win anything. And if it goes wrong, you get bitten. So, well, why? Abigail gave water.
Yeah, I've seen some dogs who don't like people even getting close to their owners. They go, "Oh, you're too close. Back away."
Yeah, but maybe that's like bad socialization.
Yeah.
I kind of had a dog like that, and he wasn't necessarily like mad at people coming too close, but he was a very angstig,
Huh?
angstig,
Cowardly.
cowardly dog. So he was very unpredictable. Like
Right.
sometimes he wouldn't mind people getting close. Other times he could just, snap.
Right.
He
Yeah.
didn't. He never bit anyone bleeding or something like that.
Right.
But it was just very unpredictable. He wasn't also very social with other animals because you don't know what he's going to do.
No, you might not like a situation and just kind of bite them.
Yeah, like he can play around for 1 minute and then just bite the other minutes.
Yeah, like a big mistake a lot of people make is think that dogs are very social animals. They are social in packs, but they're like, oh, that's a strange dog we never met yet. Now they need to play. Yeah, that's not what they want to do,
I actually never had a dog who enjoyed that.
No, I mean,
Like of course I had one dog who, it depending on the other dog, of course. If it was another very dominant dog, like that wouldn't get along with each other.
yeah,
But
problem.
if they were both very social, then it would work. But then still, it wasn't like he needed to play with the other dogs,
Yeah. I suppose yes. I know there's some dogs that sort of just prefer to have human company, don't like other dog company.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think my current dog would have any problems with other dogs. If it's normal, but well, for one thing, we personally don't want it because we are doing this very strict training thingy. And well, I mean, opinions differ, everyone can have their own opinions, but at our club they teach us dogs to not care for other dogs they don't know. They're not in their pack, not in their family.
Right.
So if you meet all these people like, yeah, our dogs want to play, it's nothing but like a test of dominance, they run and it all looks very friendly, nice, but literally just testing, like who's better, who's
Yeah.
faster, who's stronger. And we don't really, it's not necessary.
No.
That's our opinion. And
Yeah. So dogs don't necessarily need to have that interaction as long as they have you to interact with.
like, if things go wrong with my dog, that's
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Rottweilers in my life. I've been to the Rottweiler clubs a million of times with my family, especially when I was younger. I've never been bitten by one, never. Okay, I'm lying. I've been bitten by my own dogs, but it was mostly my own fault.
Yeah.
But out of aggression, I've never been bitten. I've never seen someone get bitten, and still they have a bad name. I've been bitten by one. I've like bitten by a dog that just came to me to bite me because it was like not right in the head.
Yeah.
Once in my whole life, and I've been 27 years. That was a Jack Russell.
Oh yeah. I think the only times I've been bitten is by small dogs. Yeah, big dogs sort of that you'd think would be scary and be careful. They're normally okay.
I've never been bitten by a big dog, and I've always had big dogs in my life, and I love big dogs.
I've been bitten a couple of times by my own dog, mostly in play.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never been bitten aggressively by a dog, of course. You're playing with the dog, especially with puppies. Shit happens, but
Yeah, my right arm I call my dog arm because I've got at least one scar for every dog I ever owned on it.
Oh wow.
all during play, honestly, but they're there. Now, one of them was okay. I may sound a bit stupid now, but I wanted to know how far my dog would go in protecting my mother.
Okay.
I pretended to attack my mother, like keeping my hand, to on her back and then hitting my hand. But
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
are less smart than people, so all she would see was my hand going, and she would hear me.
Yeah.
And then she would stand in between and push me away, and I would continue. And eventually, I got dragged on the floor. I'm not even getting angry because I did it myself.
Yeah.
And like, there's people that I would say, "Are you like not right in the head for trying something like that?" I
Yeah.
just want to know.
I remember this one time I was sitting on the couch and Jeffrey decided to be annoying. So he annoyed me.
Right.
And then he went to sit on my feet and that hurt, so I yelled.
Ah.
And then the dog came to help him.
Yeah, but he didn't bit her.
No, but she thought he was the victim.
Yeah,
Right.
but the time with my mother, I've got a scar from that and in my elbow. Or my elbow. I've got the scar from my other dog that's 10 years old. The scar is 10 years old, the dog died. That's the one that had cancer. And there's that. So I decided our next dog needs to bite me in my right arm too at some point. Because
Yeah.
this is my dog arm.
I suppose if you approach all the dogs you have in a similar fashion, it's bound to continue.
Well, the first one is a whole different story. It's a long story. The other one was just stupid, but she didn't even bite me like really hard. She was just like dragging me away from my mother.
Yeah.
No, told me I was stupid. I think the thing that hurt most what any dog of me did was give me a headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
Girls are very thick, Rottweilers, and they are very clumsy.
Yeah, I've had that with those kind of dogs where sort of they just want to give you a lick or give you some love, and they just come too fast, too heavy, and just hit you hard by accident.
My mother had it with a late, like not our current dog, but the one before that. She ran past my mother when she was walking with my mother with a stick in her mouth.
Oh wow.
And the stick was sharper than we thought. It went past my mother's leg, like whang. And the weird thing is, her pants were intact, but when she rolled up like her like the pants, the how do you say, pants leg, whatever.
Yeah.
She had a big wound, but with like the fat dripping out, like not even, there was blood, but like fat coming out.
Oh no.
I don't like this story.
Yeah, but the dog didn't know what she did wrong, So it was a big accident. The stick was sharper and bigger than calculated.
Yeah.
So she went to the doctor, and my mother, being a female and all, she was like, "Yeah, I've got the flea liposuction." So it's all very happy. It did hurt, but it was like, okay, now it's out, leave it out. It's flea liposuction. She literally told the doctor that, and then the doctor said, "Yeah, we don't do that," and then they put it back and stitched it.
Yeah, I've seen that, sort of encountered that a few times where you have like a sharp object where it must go through the fabric and kind of move with the fabric. Like fabric moves with it, So it doesn't
Yeah.
actually cut the fabric, but then it obviously cut the skin underneath.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was like her leg was cut, but her pants was nothing wrong.
Hmm.
Very weird.
Yeah, I've fallen over before, like if I've been cycling on my bike or something, and or I had an accident and I've hurt myself. My clothes are intact, but then I take off take off the clothing and can sort of like got injuries underneath. And you go, well, how's that happen? Like the clothing's fine.
Yeah, very weird.
Hmm.
I personally have never had something like that, but my mother did.
No, any accidents I had, my clothes were ripped to pieces as well.
Oh.
No, I've had clothing. No, I've barely been in any accidents in my life.
Hmm.
I'm a lucky person.
I haven't been in that many accidents, but the accidents I've been in, those were quite some accidents.
Well, we had a car accident, but no one of us was hurt.
Hmm.
And we had a bus accident, which Lisa wasn't hurt, but I was.
Nice.
I still have back. That's the whole reason. Probably I couldn't do that one job. My back still is very weak.
Hmm.
Because Lisa didn't play bass back then yet, and we were coming to my guitar teacher.
Okay.
And I have a guitar on my back, so the guitar slammed like very hard into my lower back, and since then
Yeah.
my back's not great.
Yeah, I had one big bicycle accident.
Hmm.
I still have scars in my face, and I was like, maybe I should get a piercing. When one of my one tooth went through my lip,
Ooh.
literally through it. There was a hole, and then on some other place back in again. So I have two holes, and I was like, I can get a piercing, but no one agreed with it.
You know what a snake bite piercing is?
Yes. So you got the two on the bottom lip. Is it?
Yeah, I literally have scars below my lips. Like some people ask me, like, did you ever have snake bite piercing? Because you have two scars, like very symmetrical, like whatever,
Yeah,
like there.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I never had it. I don't know how I have those scars too. It must have been during shaving or something, or maybe chicken pox because I've had this as a child. But
Ah.
I have two scars below my lips. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I have one scar on my eyebrow, and I'm really happy hair is growing over it.
And then we
So,
have the dog arm.
yeah, I have a cat and dog arm. Hoe is jouw huis?
Huh? Huh?
Kijk eens naar je huis.
House?
Kom naar binnen. Apart. Ik kreeg een melding vanaf en zo.
Did you upgrade your house, Paul?
No, I haven't.
Ja, ik wel. Ja, vroeg ik of jij hem had. Misschien was het een ander iets.
No, because Lisa got a message about a house upgrade, but we both didn't do it.
No.
Yeah, I got a house upgrade, but it's not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Let me check Paul's house and Nick's house. Okay, Nick's house looks normal. Oh, Nick's has crops. And put those in her chest. No, Nick doesn't have the house upgrade. No, not full either.
And I have no idea what the thing was.
And I just have the house I always had. Well, I had one upgrade to marry, but I didn't get the upgrade.
How odd.
Oh. Oh, thank you. No, I'm lucky to never really big accidents or been wounded. Well, no, not. Yeah, the back thing. That could have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah, thankfully, I've never had any kind of accidents where I've needed to go to hospital or anything.
Same.
I only had to go to the hospital one time. That was when I was playing hockey.
Okay.
I said, no, she said, when I was younger, I not broke, but there's like a crack in my ankle.
Oh.
And I had to go to the hospital. Like,
I never broke anything.
it didn't break all through, but there's like a crack in the bone, you know?
Hmm.
I don't know how you call it in English.
Fracture.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
In Dutch we say ribbed bone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I possibly, I don't know, sort of, is it when you fracture your bone, it's still quite painful?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't walk for weeks.
Oh, okay.
Had to walk on crutches. That was like 10.
Yeah, I don't think I've even fractured a bone. I've
Lucky.
you know, the closest I've done is a silly accident, I suppose. But do you have these like almost like an arcade type machine, but you have like a punching bag.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you have to
Measure
punch it
strength,
into.
right?
Yeah, measure strength. Yeah, you punch it and it tells you how hard you've punched.
Mm-hmm.
But we had one of those in a club in town. So it's a silly place to have one because you drink alcohol. You go, "Hey, I want to see how strong I am."
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah. So
the club is where people do weird.
yeah, but they placed it. The shape of the shape of where they put it was a bit weird. So you had like a wall, but then the wall went back a little bit and carried on. So it's like a little like an alcove almost. It's kind of like the wall sits further back at this point, and they put this machine right next to where the wall sits back. So like a few centimeters to the left of this machine, the wall is kind of almost in line with the machine. So rather than being the machine sat in front of the wall, it's sat next to the wall.
Yes.
And my punch isn't very straight. So I go to punch this punching bag machine, and I punch it, but only with the right hand side of my fist. And because of the angle, my hand kept going, and I hit the wall next to the machine. So I ended up kind of punching the side of the wall with like the left hand side of my fist and catching the knuckle. And ever since then, it doesn't quite feel right. It swelled up my fingers. My two fingers were doubled in size. And I kind of had to like bandage them up and have like a stick to hold them. But I didn't have to do any surgery. I just kind of wait for the swelling to disappear. But now it makes a crunching sound every time I move it. So it's not good, and it hurts occasionally. But...
I'm happy I never had problems with my hands. I mean, I'm an artist. I draw and paint, and I'm a star player. So, and I make most of my money with both of those things. So if anything happens to my hands, I'd be in very big problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Umid, he wanted to crack my hands. He was like, "I'm gonna crack all the little joints in your hands. Like, you can do my feet, knees, even my back and neck." And he was like, "No, neck and back are dangerous. Like, I'd rather have you try my neck and back, but you're not touching my hands."
No.
I can't even explain it, but I can literally feel that the muscles in my hands are like they develop differently, like my right and left hand, because of the music and art. Like especially my thumbs, they're very like how they feel very different.
Yeah.
So people ain't gonna mess with my hand.
No. No.
And he begged me for like 1 hour to crack my hand. So it's like, you stay away from my hand.
Mhm.
You can crack whatever you want from me. I love it, chiropractic
Yeah. Yeah.
thing. I love that feeling, but not my hand. And then I lose any of my senses before I lose the function of my hands.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. So you do so many things with your hands, and just not having that.
Yeah, very no bueno.
Mm,
And then he cried a bit.
Yeah, he did.
No, it's not true, but
And then he shit on the floor because he was angry.
I did some other very, very weird and humiliating thing, but that's I will not talk about when he's not.
okay.
He did not shit on the floor, by the way.
No. I hope that that didn't happen.
Let's say he did something to me I did not expect, and in a way, I literally could have gone to the police.
Oh wow. Okay.
Say,
Was it something you weren't happy about him doing?
I didn't mind, but it was very weird, especially since, in a way, I mean, he's a very polite person. He's very humble and very, how do you say, ingetogen. Let me do the translate. Uh, he's very modest. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
And this, I think you will know enough when you say he grabbed me somewhere. I was like,
Ah.
okay, that's
Right.
like, what the hell are you doing? He said, I just want to know.
Hmm.
And I was like, huh.
Okay.
But I joked like my belly is becoming fat and I feel my stomach.
Hmm.
It was a bit too low.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
said, was that on purpose? And it was yes. And I was like, why? He-
Hmm.
by the way, we were both very drunk at this point.
Okay.
And it was like 4 a.m.
Hmm.
I did tell my mother.
Yeah.
And then he was very ashamed when he saw my mother. And
Just so you know, Jeffrey tells his mother like everything. So if you do something embarrassing,
Right.
his mother will know.
Okay.
yeah. The weird thing is, I was one of the least drunk people that night.
No.
Wie was meer dan? Nee?
Maar ik vond jou heel erg.
Bij u niet?
Niet zo erg als u niet.
Nee, bij u niet.
Oh, bij u niet. Ja, ik vond het zo flipper heen hoor.
Jij was erg.
Ja.
No, most people were worse far than me.
Ik had geen kater.
Ik ook niet. It was a nice. I'm sure at least half of the like Umid wants to have this get together with his classmates because it was the last day of the school year and he invited them to his house.
Right.
Which is of course something that's very personal to the class, and then I decided I was going to.
Hmm.
And then this friend of ours from Belgium decided he was going to. So it became a bit weird, but we just went.
Okay.
In the end it was fun, but at least some of his classmates didn't appreciate me.
Right.
Some people say it can be a bit too much.
Yeah. I suppose if people kind of have a more kind of what's the word, typical personality, I suppose they go, well, Anything outside of that, pretty much.
Well, conservative. Just remind when I talk to you, there's this filter on that wants me to not get banned on internet or get you banned.
Okay.
I am like a very introverted person, but not really shy. Like I just really don't like talking to new people. I just don't like it, and it doesn't like not the shyness or anything. It's not that I don't dare or something. I just really don't like talking to new people.
Yeah, that's fair.
So at the party, I only liked, besides the people I knew, I only liked one person.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike.
And someone was okay-ish, I
Hi.
did have a conversation, yeah.
Hmm.
I could have a conversation with him without being like, oh, you're so boring, I hate you.
Yeah, most people, most people are so. You know what's worse than people that are very like one-dimensional and like stereotypical, and they're like literally made by how social media decides what the current thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the people that are that but think they are special. Oof.
Yeah. You think you're special, unique, but you're just trying to copy everyone.
I always love it when those people like I'm open to every. I listen to every genre of music. I'm like, okay, I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah.
But people also like, I need some time to just open up because I don't like socializing with new people.
I'm at this point where my throat doesn't even taste the alcohol in whiskey anymore.
Yeah, how many glasses did you have?
5?
Yeah, I don't think.
5.
No, I don't really believe.
Yes. 5.
I only had one.
How many days do we want to play?
Should we play one more day?
Sure.
Yeah, one more day, see if my house can do something.
Then we'll watch more Modern Family. And then we will. Wat werkt dat nog, ja?
Dat zie ik niet.
Is het op binnen of buiten?
Nee, dat zie je niet.
Normaal wel.
Ja, als je solo speelt. Of je bent ermee. Alright, my house is good.
Geluk. Weird bug that Katie messaged earlier then. Next week, that was Stardew Valley. Next week, we're taking a break from all streams.
Yes. Yeah, taking a break next week from all streams.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I booked a week off work. And some of the things I want to do with my time means I won't be home to stream.
Yeah, understandable.
So, okay, let's have a whole week off work, a whole week off stream. And
You're not at the point yet where, stream comes before live,
well, yeah.
It would be nice, to start up Stardew Valley or whatever, Lego in your case, and get enough money to pay the rent.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Like Amaranth.
Yeah.
What's he called? Pokemon, that one. I never watched her. But there are more. One of my favorite streamers. I haven't watched Kaylee in a while. You know Kaylee?
Kaylee. I don't know.
She's like this girl that's very short. I think she's 1 meter 40. Does it make sense to English people?
No.
What do you need? Inches?
Yeah, feet inches. Yeah.
1. What? Oh wait, I did centimeter. That's not so. I need meter. She's 4.5.
Okay.
She's very short.
Yeah, that is quite short. Yeah.
It's very short, tattooed god girl that plays shooting games. But insult her chat.
Right.
Well, she doesn't really insult her chat.
Well, she insults the people that are thirsty creeps, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but it's quite normal to insult those people.
No, but she's a very good FPS player. I used to watch her a lot. And she would stream 16 hours a day, but she could, you know, made a living from streaming alone.
Yeah.
But in the end, 16 hours a day. Even if you like your job, 16 hours a day means 7 days a week. It means no hobbies. It means
Yeah, that's your whole life is just
barely any relationships. You know, no concerts, no anything.
yeah.
I mean, I can't game for 16 hours a day.
No, I struggle to like stream for more than 4 hours. It's like sort of sitting down. You probably have to if I got up and moved around more often and did other things, but sitting gaming for that long.
When I still streamed a lot, and like I streamed a lot on Twitch. When I still was active on Twitch, I would stream more than I do now with you.
Yeah.
When I did 3 hours, I was like, damn, I did a lot today. It was a lot, and I was tired.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the one thing I didn't expect from streaming was that it's a lot more. It tired me a lot more than just playing the game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's something else. Literally afterwards, I was like, I did a very big workout or very hard, especially on Glimmer. Honestly, at the moment, okay, I literally have no chatters in my stream while I'm talking to you now. And if I had, I wouldn't have noticed. I literally, I didn't even, I forgot I was live.
Right.
But on Twitch, it was different for me.
Dank je, kom je mee naar de... You all guys should join me coming to the Hidden Forest, because you got to start with.
Nice, startups are important. And maybe that's why I stopped using Twitch, because it was...
You're coming to Hachinki?
Yeah.
Where are you?
It was very...
I am at Robin's place at the moment.
Alright.
I noticed I was coming competitive with people I knew, like... Going very angry when I noticed person A had more viewers this week than I did, and got more subscribers than I did, and I wanted more subscribers. That's the point I decided, like, yo, we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
It ain't fun.
Yeah, it's no
I'm
longer
trying
fun.
to become something. I'm trying to be the next, whatever, PewDiePie, name it. I never liked PewDiePie, but I can't think of a big name now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's male. And then I decided I'm gonna stop streaming. And then I found out about Grimash, and I was like, this place has no pressure at all, nothing.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing. Yeah, you can. You just
No.
stream, no pressure on Gimish. You don't have to keep up with anyone.
Yeah, who cares if you have like 2 viewers here or 10? You know, it's fucking Grimash. It's the same people anyway. That's my own. I like everything here. I mean, okay, maybe a rating would be nice and some more options with, but I don't mind that because it's alpha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the one thing that makes me, you know how pro Grimash I am for the last year, you know,
Oh yeah.
compared to Twitch. But the one thing I've been starting to notice that I've been here for a year, and I see the same 12 people
Yeah.
that are viewers, and I'm like, maybe if I like streaming, maybe it's time to find another place. Maybe I even thought about going back to Twitch, but I won't.
No. Yeah, I suppose sort of
Maybe
Yeah, having multiple options, like if you multi-stream at least, you can still be on Glimish and um, have try and pick up some viewers from somewhere else. And
You found a star drop. It's strange, but the taste reminds you of AliExpress.
That's the thing with the Twitch I remembered on Twitch is that at some point I would have regulars, and the regulars would talk to each other, and
yeah,
they would do like a part of the entertaining for me,
yeah, I
thing
know.
you are doing, it works for you, but I find it quite difficult to mix other people.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose at the moment I've got people in different streaming sites, and yeah, they can talk to each other through like the bots that sort of relay messages and stuff. But yeah, I still don't have a large amount of people. And there's one thing that sort of people used to say about restreaming is that you spread yourself too much and you can't focus on people from everywhere. But to me, it's like sort of everyone's watching me in the same place. I just have one chat, so I can see them.
Yeah.
Do you know how to get to the header forest?
I don't.
Alright, follow me.
You found a star drop. Your mind is filled with thoughts of kiss. Your maximum energy level has increased. But I think I've told you before, I'm sure, but I'm thinking of trying D-Live. Like, Twitch is a no-go for me. I've been there,
Yeah, D-Live's pretty cool. I say it's small. It's small, but it's not too small. So there's enough people there. But
No, if any of like the Klimash diehards is listening now, I love this place, but it's too small. It's honestly something has to happen, something has to be done with this place, but because at the moment nothing's happening.
yeah, I noticed there's a few more.
And you talk to this.
Hey, Star Drop, thank you. Yeah, I noticed because of Twitch is becoming a worse place. It's people are going, okay, where else can I stream? And they find Glimish now. So
I haven't found it yet, but honestly, at the moment, like I find the quality on Gleamash of a lot of streamers to be fairly low.
yeah, there isn't a lot of high production.
Like at this moment, let me check. I mean, a lot of times, like you at the moment, I used to watch more people on Gleamash. You are the only person I'm watching Gleamash now, and like when I watch now, there's there's 6 people gaming, and half of them aren't even using webcams, and I don't. My general rule is if you don't show yourself or have like a very interactive like avatar,
Yeah.
I ain't watching you.
Yeah, you want something that reminds you that you're watching a person. It's not just a pre-recorded kind of.
Yeah, I don't want the game alone. I don't like that. I mean, I can watch a playthrough.
And I can watch gameplay videos on YouTube,
Yeah, like what she said. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I suppose yeah. So as long as you have other ways to interact with chat, you can get away with no camera. But you have to be actively doing a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But maybe they see Glimish as like a very easy, so low pressure that you don't even have to put effort in. Maybe that's what people are thinking when they stream.
I like everything about this place. I like the low latency. I like the people. I like the open source. Everything. But I mean, I like Benjax.
Yeah.
But whatever fucking stream I watch, there's Benjax and there's some the other people I know, and I'm like, okay, I like them all as persons, and I love it when they're in my stream, but that's literally this platform. It's 6 people.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Yeah, so even like in the Glimish Discord, I've been spending a lot of time in the Discord recently, especially looking at this testing
Oh, I
they're
haven't.
doing, and yeah, there's not a lot of things going on there. There's more people in the Discord than I see streaming, definitely. Um,
Maybe let's say they go from alpha to beta, and
mm,
maybe from beta to release,
yeah,
and they do like promoting because they've all been saying like we will not promote the alpha, you
yeah,
know, the alpha, and then we will promote when it's full release. And that's fine.
mm,
I understand, but when I notice that like the whole alpha and beta phase are over and there's still 6 people,
yeah.
then I think I will have to give up.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I've seen them mention a few times that yeah, they won't promote it at the moment.
Mm.
Because someone asked about well, we should get Ninja because Ninja's a big streamer. Should try and get Ninja over. And I think it was Berry. I think Berry replied saying, "Well, with all the places that Ninja is streaming right now, why would he choose Glimish? We don't have all the features yet. We're still in alpha."
Yeah, have you any idea how much money he would ask to be somewhere?
Yeah.
You know Tim the Tapman? The
Oh
last time
yes.
I went to him, he was a Warzone streamer.
Yeah.
He left Twitch too for YouTube, but
Mm.
I don't know the numbers, but I know that I will end the game too, by the way.
Yeah.
Or do you want another day?
Oh no, we can end it here.
Like, do you know how many money was probably in there from him going from Twitch to YouTube?
It's got to be a lot.
I think it was Ninja who went to Mixer, right?
Yeah, Ninja went over to Mixer. They must have spent a lot of money to get him to come to Mixer.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had a lot of viewers. They had a lot of people go, "Hey, so we love Ninja. We all watch you wherever Ninja streams." But then people were going, "Oh, I want to stream as well." So I had a lot of streamers start streaming on Mixer. So great, lots of streamers. But then nobody watched any streamers. There was no viewers because everyone who came to Mixer wanted to stream on Mixer but not view, and they didn't watch anyone. So all the smaller streamers that weren't doing very well, got even less noticed because there's so many more streamers to try and like compete against. And yeah, they weren't making the money because you need viewers to make money, and viewers aren't spending money. They're not buying subs. They're not sort of doing all this and that. So they just lost so much money out of it.
D-Life has something to do with no, not NFTs, with blockchain, right?
Blockchain, yeah. So you can buy and send streamers currency on blockchain. I don't know the exacts, but it's, yeah, it works with currency on blockchain and sort of it's all connected to that. I've got what they call lemons. So I've been donated lemons from viewers, and I think you have to have so many lemons before you can cash them out and get real money.
In Bitcoin, I think it's not 50K each.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to cash out, but I don't think I've got enough lemon to.
I should have bought Bitcoin.
Mm,
You know, at some point, Bitcoin was $100 each.
yeah. That's
I
crazy.
should have stepped in then.
Yeah, it's one of these things for you. No, that won't take off.
Also, I was 14 back then, but
Mm,
no, you know, Pokey Day, you know, the girl that was in my
mm,
streams, sometimes in yours, I think.
yeah.
I lost contact with her too. But anyhow, I remember when I was talking to her and she had a friend. that bought Bitcoin when it was $100, and then it tripled. Like he let's say he bought $800 from Bitcoin, and it tripled, and it was 2,400, and was like, okay, this is insane. I need to sell them now, and he got $2,400.
Yeah.
If he had waited like 1 year or 2 years, he would have been a millionaire.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It just keeps going up and up.
Yes, and 2 years. Or maybe 10. Maybe he bought 10K. He bet something like, and he tripled it.
Yeah.
And in the end, that was nothing compared to what he could have had.
No. But then there's been like a big crash recently, hasn't there, where the values have dropped a bit.
It's since the war, like because
Mm.
I've been into NFTs. I never bought them, but I sold them.
Yeah.
I made them, the art,
Mm.
and like things I made that I put on for 1 Ethereum,
Yeah.
which is the NFT thing.
Mm.
1 Ethereum when I started out with my NFTs was 5K in dollars.
Oh wow.
At the moment, it's 1,200.
Mm.
It's still, if you buy it, I don't mind the $1,200, no
Yeah.
offense.
That'd be
And
nice.
it really happened during the war, which maybe
Mm.
says something about it. A lot of the people that are into blockchain are maybe Russian,
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
because literally the day the war started, the day it started, it halved,
Mm.
and after that it just slowly dropped.
Yeah.
At the moment, it seems stable, but honestly, NFTs died. I think it died.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot less people pushing. Like you see a
Mhm.
lot of that. Oh yeah, buy my NFTs, or so we need to get into NFTs now, kind of thing. And now I've not seen anyone talking about it.
Yeah, it was a hype.
I don't mind that fact. Like the high part was trash. It was all trash.
Hmm.
But the whole invention of the NFT made like digital art, like
Hmm.
things on the computer sellable
Yeah.
and ownable.
Hmm.
So the fact that now the whole hype with people just selling random trash
Hmm.
died out, but the fact it still exists makes it for people like me who make, in my opinion,
Hmm.
something with value, something that is real art, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it was not the whole point of it to begin with. That it was for artists to sell
No,
something unique, and it just became, well, we'll just sell monkeys.
or pixels. You literally had this project which that sold pixels,
Yeah.
black pixels, numbered black pixels, just one
Right.
black square
Okay.
for thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the reason it's sold is that it's sold.
Hmm.
There is no value beside the fact that someone bought it, and then everyone was like, okay, this is selling, so we will buy it too.
Yeah. It only has value because people buy it. Other than that, it has no value.
Same with the monkeys.
Hmm.
Some of them look nice, but they weren't $3 million nice. So some sold for the biggest one. You also had zombies.
Oh yes, yeah, I've seen those.
One sold for $500 million, and
Hmm.
it literally looked like Game Boy Advance art. It was horrible.
Hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if what you're buying, you genuinely go, well, this is a good piece of art. I'd like to own it, rather than go, well, I'm buying it because it has value.
I mean, I met this dude that was a very big fan of the White Stripes, and he bought an NFT from the White Stripes that had some artwork in it and some music in the background. It was all moving, and when he bought it, he got a lifetime pass to all White Stripe concerts he wanted. If he showed that NFT at the venue, he could get in.
Oh wow,
I like that.
that's cool. Yeah, that actually has proper value to it.
That's nice. You're buying a pixel for $15,000. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But
And you have nothing but a pixel.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. I've sort of I've got some friends at work who are into NFT and crypto, and they're all buying in and try to convince the rest of the office and few people. Oh yeah, you should get into this. Nah, no, and they end up losing a bit of money recently from it.
yeah, but say what you want to say about the crash, but if you bought Bitcoin when it was $100, you still made a profit now.
Yeah. Yes, but if you bought it early enough, yeah, the crash hasn't really affected you.
I remember the first very big rise that there was this. I was having a cigarette with a classmate outside of college,
Hmm.
and this dude he ran up to us. He literally looked like a hobo.
Right.
He had bad teeth. His phone was broken. He told us, "Can I have one cigarette?" And after that, I'm going to be rich and I want to celebrate. But at the moment, I can't access it. And like, what the hell are you talking
Mm.
about? You can access your money, but you're rich now. And he said, Bitcoin went up. I bought it like 3 months or 3 years ago for €100. And then he shoved his phone in our face and we saw he had like 100 Bitcoins he bought for 100 each. And they were at that point 17K each.
Okay.
And he hit 170K. And it was like, I'm rich.
Hmm.
That was 17K, and at some point Bitcoin was 70K,
Hmm.
like 75K, and he had 17. At that
Right.
point, this was 2017,
Yeah.
2016, something like that.
Hmm.
And he wanted to celebrate with me and my classmate with the cigarette.
Oh wow.
He was like everything's fine now. I'm rich, but he made more, almost 200,000 with that.
Hmm.
And he looked like he was not in a good place.
Yeah. It was probably hoping for it to actually sort of go up in value, but it hadn't. Literally had nothing left.
Yeah, he made a good choice, but
Hmm.
he probably sold it at that point.
Yeah.
And if you waited, it would have been even more. But then I think at the moment, if I remember correctly, it's about 45,000 each.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But it's still a lot of money.
It's still a lot of money, especially.
Because I remember when Bitcoin came out, I remember I had some savings because I saved a lot from my grandma. And I remember I had €3,000 saved.
Hmm.
Let's say I put all of that in Bitcoin, then I would have been a millionaire.
Well, yeah.
But on the other hand, like my parents, your parents, they could have put all their money in like Apple or Google stocks, and they
True.
didn't do that either.
Yeah. It's one of those things. If you're able to send a message into the past, there's so many things you could invest in.
No, and then this new computer or this new hamburger company comes up, we put all our money in it, and then it will fail. So you never know
Yeah.
how many companies failed that weren't Microsoft and Apple. How many restaurants failed that didn't become McDonald's? You don't know.
Yeah. You just need that one lucky break.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah. It's nearly midnight for you guys over there.
Yeah.
yeah, in 2 minutes.
Cool. Well, probably we wrap the stream up here, and
Goodbye.
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the games.
Yeah, thanks
That's
for the
okay.
games.
Well, thank you. It's always been a pleasure chatting. Always enjoy our conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, and
And
should hopefully stream on Friday for a DJ stream, and then next week I'll be off.
yeah, breakout.
Hmm.
And next week, yeah. And if you do want Stardew, just tell me one day before or the day itself. Just not
Okay.
at night.
Yeah.
Let's say Nix really wants to stream.
Hmm. Yeah.
Then you have to follow because happy wife is happy life.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know.
Yeah, that,
Okay. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Lisa. It's a pleasure, and
Yes.
very good night.
yeah, have a good
Have a
night.
good night.
Enjoy
Wish
the
the
rest of your
best
week.
things for me,
Yeah.
I will.
and we'll see you in either 1 or 2 weeks.
Yes. Okay.
Goodbye.
All
Good
right.
night.
Stay.
Right. I'm going to wrap the stream up here. I'll be back on Friday, 9 p.m. British, for a DJ stream. Hope that you all enjoy your week. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Nix. I'll speak to you very shortly. Thank everyone who's tuned in and lurked. You're all awesome. And I'll see you all soon. Yeah, on Friday. And see all my lurkers. Thank you for tuning in there. Much appreciate that. Yeah, it's Friday 9 p.m. British for DJ stream. Next week my schedule is completely wiped as I'm having a week off. I'll be back the following week. No. Yeah, I'll speak to you very soon, Nick. So, yeah, hope you have a good night. Enjoy your week. Good night.